So now that the spending season has passed, it's safe to say we could all use a financial reset. And that's the name of the book penned by JaQuan Gamble, who joins us from Maryland. Interesting that he has a name like Gamble and talking to us about finances. Hey, JaQuan, morning and welcome to Smile Jamaica. It's morning time. How are you?
Good morning. I'm well. I'm grateful that I'm here today.
Yeah, man, and we're happy to have you. I know you are not a Jamaican, but you have a Jamaican connection. Tell me about that.
Yes, my wife is Jamaican. Her family is actually from Jamaica, so that is my Jamaican connection. And so a lot of our friends are Jamaican. So,
You
yeah.
you've been to Jamaica?
Yes, I've been to Jamaica about 4 times.
Okay, fantastic. Why this kind of book? Why a financial reset?
I think that people sometimes don't really know what's going on with their money. And with the book Financial Reset, what it does is it uncovers some of the issues and the problems that people experience when it comes to finances and provides them some practical strategies, no matter where you are, in how to adjust and or correct those things. Now, like I always tell people that it's more so if you read a book and don't get anything out of it, it's probably not the book's fault. It's more so your level of execution that will bring forth the results that you want to see in your finances.
Yeah, I was going through it. Financial trouble taught you many things. What's financial trouble?
Absolutely. Financial trouble is anything that happens with money, the economy, stock markets, anything. I've experienced a couple different things, like being scammed out of money, being in thousands and thousands of dollars of debt, losing job, losing career opportunities, and all of those things, even like friendships, relationships, all of those things actually have a great effect on a person's not just their finances, but their emotional life as well.
Yeah,
I'm really big on health in its entirety. And if one part of your life is not healthy, I believe that other parts of your life are going to be unhealthy as well.
yeah.
So
We just noticed some credit cards that came up on screen just now, and there's an area in the book that you say the overuse of credit cards. Explain that.
yeah, we can tell during the pandemic, like we see a lot of people had to go into debt when it comes to the use of their credit cards, and it's something that is normal. However, what I always suggest for people is that when you are in times of challenge and you do need to use your credit cards, you need to have a strategy, and what that looks like is basically where's the money going to come from, okay, to pay those credit cards off. Because if you're using your credit cards a lot, then that would mean that you're going to be in high debt, you're going to have more bills to pay, you're going to have more, sometimes some people have more month than money, and that can be very, very challenging. And you don't want to be in a position to where you are loaded in debt, which is what I talk about in the book, where you're loaded in debt, you have all kinds of issues, and then you are within yourself, you're struggling as well.
Yeah, you're only as wealthy as your mind is. Explain.
Absolutely.
Explain.
Yes. Yes. So what I mean by that, and I tell people this all the time, that where your mind is where your life is. Right. So what that looks like for a regular person, it doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter what you come from. It doesn't matter what social status you are. What I've come to understand about people, money, and their lives is that their mind goes first, right? One of the things I've been talking about to my mentees is success is head first, right? So if you have the mind to think of a certain thing, then you can become it. So when it comes to your finance, you have to ask yourself a few questions. And one of the questions you should ask, why do I think about money in this way? What is my purpose of money? Why do I think money is supposed to be used in this manner? What is the purpose of money? What should I be doing with my money? And if I can get a good grasp of what I believe and my perspective, perception, and my process of of money, then I'm able to change my entire life. Your life is literally a testament of what's in your mind and heart. And if your mind is not renewed, then your life is not going to look like anything else either.
Yeah. In chapter 5, you speak about disorganized finances. What do you mean by that?
Man, you know, disorganized finances. Let me just tell you. So I kind of look at it as like a junk drawer, right? Everybody in their house has like this junk drawer in there that has all kinds of stuff in it. It has tools, it has bills, it has weapons, it has all kinds of things. And what generally happens with people is that over time, they start to accumulate more finances. They start to like get cars and things and insurance and all these different things, and all of their financial world is all over the place, right? So that what that would look like is they don't know what's going on, and you can always tell if you have disorganized finances if you at the end of the year have made a certain amount but can't see where it's going or don't see the fruit of where the money has gone, right? And so disorganized finance, what that does for a person, the result of having disorganized finances would be essentially having more monthly money. That's one example. It would also mean that you are paying more out of your pocket than you should be. You have a lot of interest. You have things that you don't need, and you're just all over the place. And where there's chaos, there's all you can't do much with chaos, right?
Yeah.
Chaos, being in chaos is kind of crazy, right?
Yeah, yeah. There's this one that I had a smile when I looked at it. It says, marry someone who is good with money.
Man, listen, if you want to get married, marry the right one. All right. It does. I tell people this all the time. And I think at the end of the book, I give some questions you should ask before you get married. I think
Yep.
it's in there.
Yep.
Like I'm sure I put it in there. But some questions you should ask before you get married about a person's money dealings, because what that's going to do is either enhance you. It's going to enhance what's already there in you. So marrying someone that's really good with money is very, very vital, because what it will do, it will either position you or it will hurt you. You don't want to marry somebody who's a big spender and y'all don't have the income to provide for yourself. You don't want to marry somebody who is always wanting to do certain things but don't have a strategic plan about anything. I'm grateful that my wife is really good with money as well, and she trusts me to lead us as it pertains to finances, because that's what I specialize in.
Yeah.
But she's just as learned as I am, and everything I know and am learning is she's going to know it as well.
Fantastic.
So it's really good.
I read many years ago that the control of impulse is the foundation of character. And
Yes.
you have 5 dangers of impulsive behavior. We're not going to go through all 5, but this is where I'll end. So what do you mean by impulsive behavior when it comes to finances?
To do without thinking is a danger, right? I think a lot of times we are a see people. That's how sin came into the world, through sight, right? So what ends up happening to people is they see something and then they act on it immediately without actually evaluating the value of which the thing that they're looking at is to them.
Right.
So they see a car and they want it. It happens to me all the time, actually. I saw this one car and I'm like, I think I really want that. Why? Because one, everybody has it. And sometimes our sight can be the worst thing if we are not disciplined. Disciplined in our behaviors, disciplined in our impulses. If we can't control our flesh and tell ourselves no, or evaluate the pros and cons of a certain thing, then we're not going to be financially successful.
Yeah. Great to meet you. Great to meet you. Anyone you want to say hi to in Jamaica before you go?
I want to say hi to Auntie Myra, the Robs. I want to say hi to Amoy and Chris and everybody else that's in. Oh, my parents are in Jamaica too. Pastor Keith and then Lee Rob are in Jamaica as well. So I love you all.
Great to meet you. Happy New Year to you and your family. God bless you, son.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. Author of Financial Reset, JaQuan Gamble. That's it for Off the Shelf. By the way, just before we move on, we had a hot topic about the ranking of high schools, and I heard from one of my favorite principals who says, while it's accurate, it is not current. Apparently, it's 5 years old. So what we read is accurate, but apparently it is not current. And I think if you look at the top, it says from 2001 to 2018. That's 4 years ago. So hopefully we will get not only the accurate one, but the current one pretty soon. All right, so from money talks to money games, we've got a cashy fun stop.